is us.
It is us, yes.
Natsu and Matcha Glaze. How is everyone? Majima demo comes out, I think now. Seen people playing it all day since the morning today, actually.
Are you playing it?
No.
No, you're not. Are you waiting for the game to actually come out?
I mean, it's coming out next Friday. Tomorrow, I'll probably be playing a new game after spending some time with Hannah. Hope you like the emo. I thought I'd be able to use it, and Hannah will be able to use it. So I was like, you know what, I'll get it. I think I saw someone on Twitter, they're like, Valentine's set, and they had the heart one that me and Hannah already have. And then the one that they have the one person kissing the other person, like their mouth are gripped around each other.
Yeah.
I thought of getting that one, but I was like, maybe that's too much. So I got that one. That one looked more.
Has she seen it?
I've sent her a
Oh,
picture.
you sent it to her.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Is she interested in getting it? If you want to get it?
I don't know. But I do plan on getting
when
it
you get it
eventually. Someday.
Mouth grips.
I'm hoping we get to finish this game. I might have to cancel on y'all in Ace Attorney when we Pokemon Week, because I think the direct's on Thursday.
Oh yeah, for next week?
For the week after, the last week of the month.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
So hopefully we can finish this game by maybe
So
next
hopefully
week.
we finish this game so we can start the next one.
Yeah. Which would just be this game. It would just be
Which would be more of this game, yeah.
Volume 2. I played a little bit of Marvel today. I played 2 matches.
Ring?
No. Quick matches. Oh, just trying out Spider-Man. Maybe I'm starting to get the hang of it, but I should search up. I see people with Spider-Man, they do like a little pull and they sort of like lunge at you.
Yeah.
I gotta learn how to hit those. But there's some maps I just cannot use Spider-Man on because you can't. Spider-Man can't. There's maps where you just can't grab onto anything and swing. And I was like, ooh.
I know some maps are like really good with Spider-Man.
Yeah. Hopefully you finish. Hopefully.
Anywhere.
Which if I were to click new game, oh yeah, I would just go. Boop. Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Trials and Tribulations. But I don't have to go hard on normal anymore. Because they're moving the skin to next. You still have to hit gold, which I'm kind of like, ugh. But it's so hard.
We're not that far.
We've been on bronze for the past 2 weeks, guys.
We haven't played that many games yet.
I've played many games. I've played many ranks.
Okay. I haven't played that many games yet. It's because you're not waiting for us.
We're still losing when I wait.
I mean, there's a better win rate, right?
I think my best win rate is when I'm just me and Fanzo.
Oh, dang.
But I don't know. I feel like it's, I don't know. So, I don't know. I really don't know. Sometimes other teams are just way too cracked. I'm like, how are y'all pushing so hard? The math. I think I was playing with only Zexo one night, and they were pushing us hard until like the very, like right till the very last stage of the payload. And somehow I was the only healer the whole game.
Oh no.
So
only one healer? No one else?
No, I think I was mantising. And I somehow got, I don't know. I had to think so much, look around so much. There wasn't a whole lot of flankers, or we would have been cooked. But yeah.
Solo healing is stressful.
Healing is stressful, but It's like if you're healing, you'll I don't know, someone will come from behind you and try to kill you, and if no tanks or offenses there to help you, then it might be just wraps. Because some heroes can kill very quick. But I don't know, if you have another healer with you, healing each other, I don't know, catch them lacking. It's tough. And then the tanks are complaining, I need heals, or in the back getting beat, or we're getting slammed around. Like, what do you want from us?
Okay.
Come back over
And
here.
they spam it too. It's like, alright. It's not like we're getting flanked by like an iron fist.
Exactly right.
Same with like flyers.
Unprovoked Marvel talk, and is this unprovoked? And that's not, we play it almost every day.
We do.
So
It's just not streamed.
yeah, just not streamed. I think Phanto streamed it last night. I don't know. I was in bed before.
You were there.
I was in bed before he started. Well, I've streamed it twice, I think.
Oh, yeah, you have. Yeah, you streamed our ranked matches.
I have. I wonder if it'd be better if there was like 6 of us? Maybe.
Maybe. Zan's also a really good healer.
Yeah, Zan and is it Soren and
Yeah.
Fern are good DPS. Gold yet? Bronze 1. Only twice? Yeah, I've only streamed it twice. I streamed it after Grace's F, and I think I streamed it some other time before. I think. Maybe it was after that EP stream I had that went on for like 4 hours. I guess it feels like more. Yeah, I get it. But the Human Torch, supposedly he's like a support DPS.
They haven't leaked his kit, right?
I think they leaked his kit last week.
Oh, they did.
I think he has a skill where he shoots like a fire area and it like shields teammates. And I think he has another one that like a little cluster bomb. Please get gold. I'm trying.
We're getting there.
It's not my fault when I'm playing ranked and 3 people decide to go DPS and I'm like, huh? Where's the support? Where's the tank?
The DPS.
When I was playing quick matches, I was like,
even in like quick matches, yeah, everyone.
I chose DPS and the other 2 people chose DPS. I was like, okay, I'll go support. And then the guy that was in support switched to DPS and I'm like, huh? What? I would take the leaks with a grain of salt. It's fine. It's okay. I'll take you with a grain of salt. How's that, Sleeper? You can just ask me if I'm going out with friends after work. Girl, absolutely not. You could go out with me after work at some point. I can be your friend. I can be your girlfriend. Sometimes. Your girly. And that's too famously believing every leak. Zara, we were just talking about you. Hello.
Zan. If we ever play ranked, we could.
See, the issue is I would invite more people when we're playing ranked, but they don't allow ranked with 5 people for whatever reason. You need 4 or 6.
Get a full stack. It's like I chose Zan as like my duo support if we were to play.
I thought I was your duo support.
I chose both of you guys.
I mean, too. You do have the highest cost. Sometimes. Like how my sister went to Starbucks and didn't get me anything today.
How dare.
They called my dad and asked him if he wanted something. They didn't call and ask me. And I was like, you call getting me a hot chocolate. And they're like, they don't sell hot chocolates inside. And I was like, yes, I do. I've ordered hot chocolate at Starbucks
They do
before.
order hot chocolate though. That's what I used to get when I wasn't allowed to get like coffee.
Ooh, you weren't allowed. Is it because you get the zoomies?
No, because I was like 10.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That's not guys, that's the usual. Yes, they do. Right. Anyways, did you guys know world-renowned parachute for Olympic gold medalist is a redacted? I don't know. I don't pay attention to the news. Unless it's that one guy from that one show that keeps on getting cheated by his girlfriend.
I think I know what you're talking about. Someone was telling me about that.
I think I heard something about that from this, not me. Moi? Wonder if Phantom's like, they started without me, how dare they?
I mean, he said we could.
Yeah.
But, like, he never
Yeah, but you know, some people are like, you can do this, but what they really mean is you better not do it or I'll never forgive you.
Yeah. True. He'll be like, why do you guys start?
Don't meet your heroes. Everyone on that show cheats on each other constantly. You know what, people? I don't think it's Singles Inferno. I think it's like a Spanish thing.
It's kind of like Singles Inferno, though.
No, it's not Singles Inferno because they're all in a relationship. It wouldn't be Singles Inferno.
Right. Never mind.
It would be Couples Inferno, I guess. Vento!
Hello.
Hello. Would you like to change your skin? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, it's like the opposite of couples therapy. Oh, you're so tiny! Just a little guy.
Thanks. Why'd you make me tiny?
Well, it's because when you go to your emote, you're like super huge, so I have to make you small. But when you go to the bigger thing, PNG, then you get tiny.
Cool. I hope you look well.
I hope you're weller, sir. Not the new skin. Oh, ew. Yeah, PNGs are just skins of each. Yeah, they're just skins. Limited edition skins. Isn't that real? I saw where the guy's like running back to that. Yeah. Guess what? Next episode, you cheated on him again. Why did you say it like? Wait, say it like how? Montoya, por favor. All right, I hope you're ready, because I need help. I need a lot of help. I need a lot of brain juices from y'all. I think it's Rise from the Ashes, Trilogy. Why are they talking about her when he's cheating us as much? Because the scene they always bring up is the one where she's... I don't know. I think he also cheats on her. I think he cheated on her first. Yes, you're right. I was wondering. I feel like I was forgetting something. It seems vicious. It is a vicious cycle. Then they get back together. What's with the Olympians? And I don't know. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Have you had dinner yet, Vento? You're all belly full? Okay. I had chicken sandwich for lunch and chicken sandwich for dinner.
That's nice.
Double down on sandwiches. The thing is, we had leftovers, so I was like, oh, we'll have leftovers for lunch, but then we ended up having leftovers for dinner. I was like, oh, okay. All right. We still have a sandwich left, I think. Ego, my ego. What's with the... I used to play Call of Duty with that. I mean, are you friends with all the Olympians? Man's gonna grow feathers. Who's gonna grow feathers at this rate? Montoya? Internet's being weird. I go reset. Oh no, Glurs!
Oh. Yep. Kinda weak.
Ego. Me? What did I do? That suddenly has an ego when he's playing Halo. Me? I don't have... huh? Mama didn't come back.
Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Oh.
Witness, please state your name and occupation. Me, partner? Oh.
Oh, now she's gone. Now she's fully gone. Yeah, she said that in chat, and I was like, but she's still there. But yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it just took a little bit.
Took a bit.
We'll miss her.
We'll miss her.
We'll say usually a eulogy later. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization.
We'll get her that Miku urn.
The Miku urn. Wasn't it a coffin?
They're also a coffin. There's been like, I don't know if they're real. There is a pom-pom pudding fern urn.
Just get it. Just go buy it.
Yeah, I will.
You gotta get it for yourself. Gotta pre-plan.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it.
Oh, I know you're a patrolman. Anything can be an urn if you want it to be. Yeah.
Ooh, just pull out the Tupperware. That's all you need.
Like a coffee bag. More of a what's a pochaco? Oh, I know you're a patrolman.
As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you hear the howling wind calling it. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
I joke that my parents are going to be in an unclean peanut. Wait, why? Why are they going to be in an unclean peanut butter jar?
Why do you still want the peanut butter in the jar?
Maybe so that they can eat it while they're in there.
Eat the ash and peanut butter?
Well, no, no. The parents, you know, it's like being put in your favorite food so that you can eternally be feasting upon it. Maybe
Would that still not be ash and peanut butter?
It would. But if it's their wishes. Why not?
I don't know about that.
You know, like the remnants when you finish a jar before you wash it out? Yes. Even though I cleaned it up pretty well. I just this myself. You know the Hershey bottles that have Hershey syrup in it? You know when it's like, you can't squeeze any more out? I pour milk inside of it, shake it a lot. And drink the chocolate.
That sounds like you.
Is that weird?
I just throw it away.
That's what, okay. All right.
Admittedly, I don't use Hershey bottles like ever, so.
I used to a lot. I haven't in a couple of years. Now they want to get spread. I'm not cute. Oh, okay. All right. Spread in like a sandwich? That's a joke. I get what you mean. I don't think, I don't know. And the tomato sandwich? Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before.
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime took place.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Oh my god, she's back. You don't have to say the eulogy anymore.
Not a lot happened. Howling, Banto's heart is howling to the winds.
No, the name was.
The name was.
Why did you think heart?
I don't know. I forget what they were talking about.
It was 2 minutes ago, bro.
Yeah.
Is this correct? According to the papers, partner.
What do you mean?
A desperado's soul is boundless as the desert sand. No paper can sum it up. Sort of on the topic, have y'all been reading that new thing from the Dr. Stone author?
What do you think?
I have not, no.
Okay, bro. I thought I could relate. I thought we could have a nice conversation here.
What do you think?
What was it?
It's I forgot what it's called actually. I think it's called Martial Star. It's basically about desperados and cowboys and whatnot.
Oh, I put it in my wish list. I don't like reading things that don't have more than 50 chapters.
Fair enough.
Have you read his previous work, Sun Can Rock?
I have not. I know it's really good.
Good. I like it.
Never came around to that one.
Not to forget topics during. I do forget topics during the middle of a conversation. I can be talking to Hannah and be like, what was I talking about again? It happens.
That old age be hidden.
Maybe it's the best we got. On with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime in plain old English.
My job was to keep a wary eye on the bone orchard.
Early onset dementia for real. I remember something that was like early stages of dementia is caused by something. And I was like, dang, I have that a lot. Was it sugar? Was it sweets? I think it was sweets. I was like, oh.
You'll be fine. You won't drink like 3 chocolate milks a day, right?
Just one. Small cup.
Oh, see, you'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah. The small's like 5 gallons.
Like a slice of cake, maybe.
I'm sure you'll be fine. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember correctly, I was at the street side saloon at the time it went down. I was just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time to hit the trail.
Huh? That wasn't plain old English.
That was English.
I
didn't understand?
Say I particularly care for your attitude. A little, I think.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems?
I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those.
Yeah, so what about the fingerprint activated locks and the evidence lockers?
Fingerprint activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those?
It's not being very helpful.
He's not that good with machines or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor?
This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. Hold it. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room?
I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still. Even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who interred?
Interred?
Interred.
You interred them?
Videos are nothing aren't that useful. When time would come, I'd erase the tape. If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are erased every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life.
This guy has flair for the dramatic, but isn't going to do him any good. So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room. What is your style? But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right?
Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I told you that ain't my style.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
No desperado I know lets rules get in his way.
No desperados I know joined the police force. So Officer Marshall on the day of the crime. Barry O'Burden. Welcome on in, Raiders.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Love the Kermit emote.
Hello, Raiders.
What are y'all playing? Also Phoenix Wright, Attorney Trilogy. Did y'all know we've been playing this game for over 6 months?
Only 6 months.
And we're almost at the end of the first game. Oh, is this the next case, Barry? Look away. Yes, look away. Look away. This is actually not part.
Spoilers.
What Fanto told me is that this part of the case wasn't in the original game. This got added to the Trilogy remaster. Thank you for the follow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the bonus one, which I think has characters from later in the game, but we haven't met them yet. Well, I don't know who. I don't know.
Natsu, does that say part 156? Or am I crazy?
Oh, does it say part 156? I meant part 16.
Yeah, the 6 months, man. It's been a long time.
It's been 156 weeks, not 156 streams. Do you have Blue Sky? I do have Blue Sky. I think it's, is it not on my about? Maybe I should probably update that if it's not on my about. Yes, I do have it on my 3DS. It should be on my card on my Twitter or whatever I have. I have it on my 3DS. Okay. And at this point, as hey, he has Blue Sky yet. Only ever sends me Twitter links. Yeah. Yeah. We saw Edgy Boy's Necessary Feelings line today. Oh! I don't remember that part. That was 6 months ago.
You don't remember him saying
I
he was
think
sad
I do
over
remember
unnecessary-
it, but I don't remember the exact what face he made. But I do remember commenting on it.
It was a shame.
It was a shame. But yeah, we're hoping to get through the entire series soon, eventually. After the trilogy, we have the ones from the samurai era. Samurai era? Yeah.
Close enough.
Close enough.
It's not samurai,
Not
but it's close
samurai.
enough.
Close enough. And there's the other. There's the other guy. What's
Apollo
his
Justice?
name? Apollo. Yeah, Apollo Justice, and then the other one that just came out, which is I think is a remake of the.
Yes.
You've
seen the character before.
I do. It's talking. You just spoke a bit ago. He is Edgeworth. This was made to take advantage of some of the DS features because I remember vividly getting out of breath blowing the mic for fingerprints. Yeah, that makes me wonder how the remake for games from the Wii are gonna be. Like Xenoblade X coming out next month. That was on the Wii. So I wonder what changes they're gonna make it to make it work on the Switch. In this case, Preludes goes with Apollo. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Actually, I wouldn't know. I don't know why I'm saying yes. I would not know.
It technically does.
Technically does, yeah.
There is something.
Wii U, big difference. I bet. I mean, I think it's just that Emma is, yes. Except she isn't actually here. She left
Yeah.
the week after. But I'm assuming she'll be back. She comes back in the, okay. All right. That makes sense. I was so shook when they replaced her. I was like, huh? But yeah. Yeah. There's some things, but okay, yeah. I would say I wouldn't say either, but I also don't know, so I don't think I could say. Alrighty. There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you have anything about that? This is just kind of here. There's no females in the courtroom, I think, right now. So, no further voice. Also, Angel Star, my favorite icon. I love her. Angel Star.
She's the one with the lunch boxes.
Oh.
Oh, you don't like her?
Nah,
Oh, okay.
She was kind of annoying. A little annoying.
Go cook it, bro. Okay.
Lunch lady? Oh, the old lady.
No, not the old
I like
lady.
the old lady, the one that complained all the time.
You liked her,
No.
but you don't like
I don't know.
you don't like Angel Star. Okay, bro.
I haven't liked a whole lot of ladies in this series.
Okay.
They all kind of suck.
Okay, just being an open misogynist. Okay, whatever.
You like Mia or Maya?
You like? I do not like old Mrs. Oldbag. Her 50 boyfriends. Are we guilty, boss? Oh, Ben, hello. I don't think we are. Not yet.
Hi.
Y'all should follow Ben. They worked on my new reference sheet. And they stream a lot of what's that game called? The mobile game. I played it a bit. The Arc Knights. It was right there. So many characters. I think I got overwhelmed because I couldn't send for the right characters and I couldn't put them on the right spots for events and I couldn't get through events. I was like, oh, I can't do it. Vasquez and Angel are so. Ooh. Natsu is not a girls. I like the girls that I like, and I don't like the girls that I don't like in this game. I'm gonna go to bed. Yes. Please go to bed, Raiders. And if you still want to hang out and watch more of Ace Attorney, we are here. Did I read that? I think so. Thank you all for the follows. Thank you. I think I have.
Sorry, partner, I can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks.
How does this guy avoid being fired? How does he do it? Supporting streamers? Thank you! Thank you again for the raid! You used to be a detective, so you used the evidence room in the past, correct?
Of course, back in my day, my locker was a goldmine of evidence.
And yet you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism.
Sorry, partner, I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how the bike works.
That's quite, incredible.
The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence.
Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too. What did he say? At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place? What were you doing in a place like that?
I was eating spaghetti. Not even Angel's steak lunches can beat the parlor's Vocali sepia pasta.
Do you mean to tell us you abandoned your police duty to eat some noodles?
Not all desperados eat tacos, partner.
That's not what I meant. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson. That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says... Did you not want to raise this here? Huh? I'm just an innocent traveler, man. So if you're out of ammo... Oh. Out of ammo, Officer Marshall?
That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence. You plan to pin me to this crime, then you better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset.
One thing seems clear, despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything.
Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that.
Apparently your superiors don't. Is he from Texas, or is he just lollygagging?
It's like a Westaboo.
West up, okay. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Before I use it, though, I'd better up the ante. How exactly did you keep eye on the evidence room? Westaboo is crazy.
I just mentioned nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still. Even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who interred the recordings.
You interred them.
Videos of nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are erased every 6 hours.
The three of us have said crazier things on stream than Westaboo. Like,
Probably.
No. Speak for yourselves.
Fanto,
not on this stream.
if you go on Fanto stream and just type in
No.
exclamation point
You can't
quote,
expose it like that.
it's raps.
Yeah. What do you mean it's a raps? It's like lovable things like, oh yeah, I love y'all and whatnot.
All 178
Yeah.
of those quotes.
And they're all charming. I don't know what to tell you. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life.
Oh, I also have the quote thing. I forget
How
sometimes.
much you do?
I don't have that many though.
Oh, okay.
I could be adding Nazi quotes, but
Well, I'm leaving not to say that. If it's chess.
So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room? I'm supposed to make rounds. I have to present stuff? I don't wanna.
I mean, yeah.
He's about to fight with the. Oh no! That was so long ago. That was the Final Fantasy 15 stream. You know the part where the main character's on the they stripped him from all of his clothes.
Oh.
You know, not 16. When
Yeah, I don't remember Noxus doing that.
No. Clive, when they had him in the jail cell.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a clip too. What do I have for evidence? Should I present the security video? We only have one camera, so there'd be two. There'd be a second one, right? A second tape?
We got a lot of evidence to go through.
Yeah, so much. I wonder if Cowboy Man is 77777.
And he just stayed there for a whole hour.
Yeah. Argonaut on a cell phone.
I mean, I'd assume his handprint would be something.
Oh, that's right. That was his handprint.
I don't know how to use it in this particular case, though.
Oh, right. He mentioned he never went inside, but his print was there. Wait a minute. Oh wow, that was a long time ago. That's my super low old overlay.
Back in the old days, not to Vega.
I don't know when to present something. Okay, so we do have his bloody hand. We have his bloody hand. And maybe the security video? I was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. Do I present it here?
I don't know about that.
I said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security cameras anyway. Do I present it here?
That seems like a no.
No, I wouldn't say even it was faultier, sir. But I can't see nothing faulty. I will have to. No!
If I had to assume where it'd be the last sentence.
Okay. Let's try it there. Dang it! The sentence made no sense, Your Honor. Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? Oh. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the. See, I get it, but then I don't know when. I don't know where. You know? It's like you have the keys and the lock, but I don't know what key for what lock.
Yeah, I get it.
After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime.
And yet you drag me down here. Explain yourself, partner.
It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Bojo, hello. Arthur Fist. Why do they always get Arthur? Who?
From the show? Arthur?
Arthur?
The kid show?
Kid show.
Like that one meme.
Oh,
His hand on the side?
that
Yeah.
there's a lot of Arthur. I was thinking King Arthur. I was thinking about the other author, or you know. How are you doing, Pojo? Or to be exact, a handprint.
Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. I just got my butt. Oh, nice. If that's a good thing. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene. The blood was wiped away. However, it's I lost. Oh no! I'm sorry, Bojo. A luminal test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall. I mean, good for Ark. Oh man.
It seems to me
You'll get him next time, Bojo.
there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. About the blood-stained fingerprints.
Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints found at the scene of the crime. Aw, man.
Like I said, it's only natural my fingerprints would be in the evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. The murderer touched the locker while my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprints are completely unrelated. Oh, didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do with it.
I know you just heard the whole thing. I forgot what you said. Why? Why was
Huh?
the witness's explanation appears valid? Oh, there's room for doubt.
Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness. This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Bloodstained fingerprints.
This one should be easy.
You say. That's because you... How did you put it? Pay your respects once a month?
Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine.
What? What do you mean?
I mean what I said. That the locker I used when I was a detective, the locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams.
I see. Did he know you didn't know how to use them?
It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over the locker.
Apparently his fingerprints data was never removed from that locker as programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all the time without ever knowing it. Huh? Marshall's fingerprints updated in the... okay. Be at the same place as the bloodstained handprints. Does it work like that? I don't think so. So then what about the bloody handprint?
Wasn't mine. It's no mystery.
Please explain.
My locker is covered with my fingerprints. It just so happened.
The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1.
On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me for a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why?
I feel like it's this one. The bloodstain and the fingerprints are completely unrelated. Unrelated?
They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast while the other's a type of murder.
He's right, although seemingly alike, they're totally different. Let's see what homonyms have to do with this. How do you know that?
I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a bloodstain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer.
That's right. It was found in Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint.
Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place their hand on top of Officer Bush's fingerprints.
That's the only logical conclusion.
Thank you for the Richard Hydrate. Judge has amazement of kid and pre-K. I mean, when you get that old, you either get really grouchy or you find everything funny and amusing.
Are you starting to get the picture, partner?
The picture?
The seal of blood. In the desert, it's just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's that.
The security tape?
So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise.
I'm assuming the trail is in there? This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with the cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. And now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall.
Oh? What are you doing?
Okay, so there is no blood stain on it beforehand. Well, why would there be? Wish I could fast forward it. Brown, 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 brown. Pow! My hand! Oh right, we don't see the killer anymore. Afterwards. Oh, there was a piece of cloth in there at the end. So someone opened it. Okay. What do you mean by that?
You want to tie me to the crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you got.
That video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Please, you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth, the floor isn't shown. Someone was familiar with the camera position. They could leave the room without being caught on the tape.
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in the video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. I found it. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making mistakes.
Ooh. Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness. Officer Jake. Marshall. If they were just gonna show me like that, I would have just watched it. Take that! Bringing our attention back to the security camera. It's is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall.
The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less?
Very well. It can clearly be seen in this video.
Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner.
The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. I'm gonna hate this video by the end of the game. That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Oh, the white cloth, it's gone! What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? The crime took place. The white cloth wasn't there. And it suddenly appeared there's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Oh no, it would seem that failed me.
Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened a locker, then stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man?
I'm sure he's wanted in a few states. This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade. You're the only person who can open that particular locker.
Oh yeah? I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker, now prove it.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Well, you gotta prove it. Fingerprint sensor?
We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to.
What kind of crazy talk is this?
Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know how about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say? In 8 words or less.
I only got 1 word for you, partner. No!
Got some long legs. A short torso. Order, order, order. Witness, explain yourself.
If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard.
I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Hooray, please answer the question. But is he now a bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the arrests out from here. We can? Have a look at these floor plans. There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. The Officer Pickens didn't see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then where was the witness?
It seems Mr. Wright has an answer.
That's right. The only possible conclusion. Well then, let's hear it! Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? Guys, help. It's the V, right?
What?
Right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that stand for victim?
Oh wait, no, that's where the
No, the
dude was
K.
standing.
Sorry.
That's where he was, so.
No, yeah. Yeah, because the killer was the cop and the victim was the guy that was opening up the locker.
That's where the dude got. Like,
Yeah, okay, sure. Why not? Go for that.
Am I wrong, Fanto?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
You got two choices. It's a 50-50.
Officer Marshall
Well-
was standing right there. Right here. There, but that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was. Correct, unless the man was Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you dressed up like Detective Goodman.
But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure.
May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted.
I don't gotta read it.
No. So let me pull. Oh. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yes, he wouldn't have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall?
You got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Circumstantial evidence. He's still denying it.
You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as a victim.
I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
And I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Oh. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence providing beyond a shadow of a doubt? The Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim. Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that.
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
Dessert. This can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do?
It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
The basics. For me, that would be what Maya used to tell me.
No, it was Mia.
Yeah, dang it.
Phoenix, try thinking outside of the box.
Let's go, Glaze. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
Why do you think the locker was open in the first place?
The disguise is in his locker. What do you mean?
There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later, as has been.
Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker.
I...
Oh, according to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. After the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason.
The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that. He opened it in order to put the cloth inside.
So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Very well, let's take another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness... Is it because he was wearing white? That's my only... Oh, he had blood on his shoulder. That is correct. For some reason, you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman. Enter the evidence room, though I don't know to what end yet.
Yet?
However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekin's marching on you. When after your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. A bloody white coat? You couldn't just walk out like that. So you hid the coat in your locker.
Not bad, partner.
Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth?
Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent as you are now, we all wouldn't have to be here now would we?
Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did, all of it.
Alright. It seems the time has come.
Huh?
I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed up like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins and I knocked him out. I managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
So suppose victim was really you.
But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on this floor on the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be?
Ooh, unless the evidence was blood? I don't know.
Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor.
It was way too much blood for such a small donation. Alright. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
What do I have filed for the Joe Dark killing Saul 2 years ago? Wow, 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 wow. Oh. Was the blood from the jar? Damn, down. I'm done. Boom, boom. When you say it, you mean
Do you even have to ask, partner?
the SL9 incident.
2 years have passed since the case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day. Not if I had anything to do with it. The incident's not over.
But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When a case is closed, only the case lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine.
But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it?
That day was my last chance. That's why
Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd have been arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't have gotten me anywhere. So you did fool the security camera.
And the detective's ID card.
I stole the morning of the incident.
So that really was why Goodman started filling out that lost item report.
I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor of the prosecutor office parking lot.
The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall.
So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself.
But he could because the rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. Maybe Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. Huh, that is true. He pulled a knife on the officer Meekins and tried to drive him off.
Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would come in during that short time.
Officer Meekins surely is a 1 in a million type person, mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID.
I have to think a little more about his raise this year.
When did Edward get so much influence?
Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way. With me knocking him out and everything.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
Oh, you mean this one?
I don't know what to say. So you knocked Officer Meekins out and...
I managed to escape. I knew...
Sorry. So you did research beforehand.
Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would be a difference though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all that had gone as planned, no footage had been left. However, you bloodied your coat in the struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
What was Officer Meekins doing during that time? Zuxo! If he simply nicks himself mid-case, then he can't be a witness. Correct.
Maybe.
Speaking of nicking himself, my dad cut his leg today a bit with a chainsaw.
What the
The chainsaw.
Only a bit?
Only a bit.
I'm glad he didn't cut through his entire...
Right.
Yeah.
My sister did the same thing a couple years ago, but with chainsaw. It's a small cut.
What is his family and chainsaws?
I haven't cut myself with the chainsaw.
I feel like you're gonna have to put a
Not
yet
yet.
at the end of it.
Denji equals. Hope he's fine. Look, he was walking fine. He was playing Call of Duty after he got home all day. He should be fine.
He's fine.
Looked worse on the photo, but it didn't look that bad in person. Is this a common occurrence? No, I think this is the first time it's happened to him. Or at least, I don't know. I had the chance to enter the chat then. Next question.
Peanut butter. Mustard
Ooh, we were talking
sandwich.
about putting human ashes into a peanut butter jar that hasn't been completely cleaned out yet at the beginning of the stream. Wait, so
No. What the heck?
what was that?
We both don't like pickles. What the fuck?
But, huh? But, oh, that sandwich.
Yeah, they're not gonna eat the peanut butter jar with ashes.
No.
What? That's Hannah's favorite sandwich. Have you tried it yet?
I'm not a pickles fan. So.
Why not?
Me neither.
Maybe the sandwich would pickle your interest.
Oh, I'm definitely not a pickle fan now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang. All right. Well, maybe you can have them unpickled and just have cucumbers in it.
Or maybe just have the butter mustard sandwich with no pickles.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What else? He was sleeping like a baby.
Oh, guys, I have a new email as well. Use it every time my wife shows up in chat. That's what I'll use. That one.
Where's the heart emote?
Me Wednesday.
Oh, who said that? Easy.
So what you're saying is on that day. Okay, maybe this one. There wasn't any murder. No, that's true. Unless. What happened at 5:15? Okay. Stretch. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place. Ooh.
What are you, blind? The victim showed on the tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker? Actually, no, I didn't.
Oh, it's gonna be the urn, the vase.
Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
Huh. Could be dead in the inside. True, true. Like a Hollow Knight. Who's hollow in the inside.
Sure.
What, Mr. Edgeworth? Where is that evidence?
It's still missing, Your Honor.
Detective Goodman's locker was already empty? Someone else stole the evidence. Now, Mr. Marshall, may I ask you one thing?
Fire away, partner. It's a free country.
Fire away, fire away. Oh.
Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer.
Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer? This is no small offense.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in the salary.
What's the salaries? Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution.
Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with.
The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more. No, why? Why? But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it? Passwords in the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I could say for sure is he deserved a sentence.
I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it?
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. But there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at the trial. Something no one will talk about.
What happened?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Why is he so concerned with that incident? Oh, are they gonna go? I'm guessing they're gonna go more through that incident in the next game?
No.
No, never mind. Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I'd better take another look at the files. What was the real reason?
You gonna look at the files?
Yes. Oh, the last one. Incident notes number SL9 closed. Perpetrator Joe Dark. Crime serial sentence death. Victims Edward Jones, Jason Knight,
there it is.
Oh, where's Edward?
What? No.
Edward. Neil Marshall. Are any names that you know about?
Yes.
Which one?
I'm not gonna tell you actually. You know what?
Why not? Please.
Okay. Oh, who's the dude on the witness stand right now? What's his name?
Cowboy man.
Oh my god. Man.
It's right there. That's right.
Is it Neil?
I gotta quit
Neil
his
Marshall?
attorney. It's not. His name's not Neil Marshall, but he.
Edward?
Why would his name be Edward?
No, it's not Moss. It's not Jeb.
No, it's.
Jason Knight.
I cannot tell if it's creepy or not.
I don't know his
I don't think
name.
he is.
His name is Jake Marshall, not Sue. The witness. The
There's a
victim,
Neil
his name
Marshall.
is Neil Marshall.
Okay, y'all know what names are my weakness. Okay, that makes sense. The head prosecutor, Bowser, witness, Linus Guy, Emma Guy. Oh, they were the. Investigator Jake Marsh. Okay, thank you. Phew, present. Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident.
Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner.
I'd like to know what cactus juice tastes like.
Probably sour.
Have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in there. And a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall, are you related to this man?
Neil Marshall? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the name.
His name is right there.
I'm sure you've heard of it. 2 years ago. Aw. He received the same lousy prosecutor award you got.
What, a prosecutor? He's talking about the King of Prosecutors Award.
Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. And he was killed. And the case fell into your hands.
But what's his relation to you?
He was my brother.
Oh, I see the resemblance.
Is it the hat?
I was gonna say mouth, but he's frowning now.
He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant, then Deputy Chief of Police. A group of detectives I was a part of worked under them.
There goes that one girl with the lunch boxes.
Yes. They were desperate to prosecute the killer. Joe Doc.
It does look very dark and sinister.
My brother fought Doc and was killed. That was the first time Doc left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least according to public records.
What do you mean?
My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Doc. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it. That's your reason for your insane actions. There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me.
Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime.
That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with his resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence.
Disguised himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happened by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time at the murder of the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department.
Chance? It's gotta be more than just that. So, if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one.
Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye.
But wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today.
But
There's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. It seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, partner. All the mysteries of the police department have been resolved, no doubt about it. A sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Skye. And testimony of one Miss Angel Star is completely incontestable. If you have a response, make it a single word or less.
objection! Arrgh!
I rest my case.
It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt.
Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department.
There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake, but I didn't realize I would end up proving Lana guilty. Now then, time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant. Objection! Hold it. Glaze, you're back.
Emma.
I'm back. Your Honor, wait.
Emma?
The defense has an objection, a scientific objection. Right?
What do you mean, right? Mr. Rice, are you this girl's guardian? Your Honor? Oh, in a sense.
Please, Your Honor. All I'm asking for is a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please.
I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3.
Sheesh. Okay.
I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings.
Now that she mentions it, names of both Sky Sisters were in that file.
That's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. I left only one thing. The other handprint.
You mean the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker?
But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So I ran over there and looked at it again.
So did you find something?
No!
Huh?
Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Is that all?
Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student.
Glaze coated. And I'm just an attorney.
But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. Can't find something wrong with them. Please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you.
Me? Oh boy. Time's up now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here.
Oh, there was no handprint when the clothes was put in. The locker was still clean, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there a problem with this?
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be more use. But still, can't find anything wrong with that blood mark. Lana will be...
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day. Yes, Your Honor. If ever, I need to concentrate. It's now. What could be wrong with that handprint in Detective Gumshoe's? Oh no, Detective Gumshoe's locker. Could there be something I'm missing? This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction.
The only thing that seems clear is your grasping, Mr. Wright.
You've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them? Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing.
Missing? You mean something has been drawn on there?
Mantel's persona.
Yeah, close enough. You got it, you solved the case.
Yeah, something that when drawn will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Let us pray the defendant isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright. With all this evidence here, there's got to be something I can use. The question is, which item can prove something is missing in the floor plan? Oh, I didn't think we had to actually use him.
What about that piece of plywood?
The blue badge, I thought it was gone. Mascot of the police force. Defender of truth, guardian of the proof.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Please look at the floor plans on the crime scene. Please look at the floor. The blue badger's not here.
So?
So watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Well? Well, what? Yeah, that's right. So long as the blue badger's dancing here, it'll be impossible to place a handprint at this spot in the locker.
What?
Sheesh! You're crazy! So that means, just exactly what does that mean? It means it can't be done. What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found in that locker. Don't look at me. I didn't put it there.
Mr. Wright, to get through scientifically.
Emma.
On that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the blue badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker.
So that must mean this blood mark was left there before the blue badger was brought in. It had to be after, because Meekins would have noticed it. Just one moment, I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom. It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once, but twice.
But how?
One time was captured on this tape taken with a security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time. Who died? Are we missing somebody? Someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered.
Yes. That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim.
The murder portrayed on the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, that does not explain the blood mark found in the locker.
So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I'd imagine you show me evidence that proves that it wouldn't occurred.
When did the first incident occur? To summarize, the defense claims that prior to the officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in at that evidence room. That's right, the blood mark on the locker proves this. Very well, then tell us, when did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented. Proof that shows when the murder took place. Only one piece of evidence that can show that. Now then, will the defense please present its evidence which shown in the first crime? Would it be the 77777?
Maybe.
The crime took place inside the evidence room. The killer would have had to have entered it, and in order to do so, an ID card would have been required. And I told the ID card record. Officer Meekins brought the blue badger panel into the evidence room at, let's see here, 4:50 p.m. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Miles Edgeworth, just what have you done?
I never would have figured you had the nerve, boy. Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting it.
I'm afraid I understand either.
It's clear from the luminal test that the blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood.
That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer.
I would have been there in just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible.
That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room. Let's look at the chart again. Only one other card number remaining, 777777.
Talk about a lucky number.
Oh wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room? Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 77777. Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 777777.
That's 1-7 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card. At least at present.
What?
Explain yourself, son. The ID number 777777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher. Someone who is a so-called executive officer. You don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity.
But that's ridiculous. Just how?
I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority.
If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted. An official charge.
You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how prosecutor office operates. I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself. Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask a question. Yes. No, not to you, to her, the defendant sitting over there. Your little executive.
Lana? Lana?
Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course we'd look up her ID number. And it's not 77777.
Welcome on in, Raiders! How was stream, Angel?
Hello.
What are you playing? You're playing The Last of Us. You're playing the remastered version? Hope you had fun. Welcome on in. Hope you've had a nice Thursday so far, and hope you had a nice stream. How's it going? First off, why? Why what? What happened? This game, what about this game? The Last of, oh, got it. I don't know what part you're on, but I agree. 100% agree. Oh. I think I saw somebody play it. Check. Oh no, it happens. It happens. I don't remember much of the game, but I did watch somebody play the entire first game and part of the second game, but I don't think I kept on watching for too long. But yeah, that game's a trip. That's what I've heard.
Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about the incident.
The SO9 incident.
Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? You need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor.
I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth.
2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time,
Occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did.
Which trial day is this? The third day, I believe. Well, it says day 3 when I opened it up.
Day 3.
Day 3. But Lana.
I thought it was a flashback. No, it's right now. I was like, huh?
I became a prosecutor in order to suppress a crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law.
So the second trial, the 5th trial, I believe. We're still in the first game. Defendant, just what are you saying? Or the second trial of this chapter, yes.
Is it? Maybe, probably. Alas again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all evidence in court? Can you look at me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did?
Chief Prosecutor, you didn't!
I don't have to, Officer Marshall.
Why won't you answer him?
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But Lana, even if it involved forging evidence.
Oh, not the fade and white. Ugh, my eyes.
Flashbang.
Ugh.
Oh god, it's bright.
See, that's what I'm talking about. No. No!
Those remarks caused such a stir. The chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. The conclusion of the trial would have to wait until the following day. Sheesh,
One more.
just on time. Thank you for 100 bits. The last of my bits I bought them about a year ago. Oh no, Angel, thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
you change it to the Metal Gear song.
I did. 'Cause I'm a fan. I'm a Metal Gear fan.
Hell yeah.
I think I'll end it there. It is midnight for me. And we hit the to be continued part. I do not think we'll be finishing the game next week.
definitely not next week.
Definitely not. So we won't be. I'm gonna be watching the Pokemon Direct with Hannah the Thursday after next. So I might have to cancel Ace Attorney that week. But hopefully we can finish this game in March.
Looks like it'll be March.
Or sometime. And then maybe we can finish the second game by December. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, this is supposedly the longest case out of all the cases, right?
No, it's just the first game.
Oh, okay.
Although the second game doesn't have that many long cases.
Okay.
I remember.
Good. Because yeah, you said this case was like the size of all the other cases combined, right? Of the first
Of
game.
this game, yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. The longest case ever. Okay. All right. Wait, I just got here. No, you didn't. You're talking about Olympians and cheating. 2 hours ago. All right. Do you have anybody to raid?
I mean, there's Lavi and then Zen's playing Persona 3.
I feel like I raid Lavi too much.
There's a Zen.
Yeah, all right, Zen. Where he's reloading his Persona 3s.
Yes.
All right, thank you everyone for being here. We got through quite a bit. We proved that Lana Sky was the killer, but then we showed that there was still potential that she wasn't the killer. But now I guess she's still going to jail because she forged evidence? Or I'm assuming she's going to get... But I'm assuming that's going to give us the opportunity to get the who number 77777 is. And trials have to end on the third day. They can't get past the third day. So I'm assuming the next trial is the final trial.
It should be, yeah.
And I'm assuming it's going to involve that white bearded cop that doesn't seem to like Edgeworth at all. And probably that lady with the bento boxes might come back. I'm assuming. But yeah, thank you everyone. Hope everyone has a nice night, a nice Friday. Those that will play the Majima demo, enjoy. I'll stream on Friday, but much later than my usual time. I don't know what time. And Saturday, I don't know if I'll be streaming, so we'll see. Until then, good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Go see Fanto. He's going to be playing the Elden Ring, new game.
Mm.
Beta.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.